Ahora mismo ahorita aquí hasta que se empezar en vivo.
gasolina, que no termine mi rojo, porque esa es mi medicina. Esa nave la rosa, desde la gasolina, que no termine mi rojo, porque esa es mi medicina. ¿Qué me importa? Que me digan borrachón que soy alcohólico. Yo nunca he dicho que no, que mi compañía para usted.
My people.
Qué pena, soy un
My people. Yeah. My people. What is the deal, y'all? Just do boxing in the building. My God, salute. Bam. Yo, y'all know how we doing it, man. We talking boxing, doing what we regularly do. Things is going on. Unfolding situations. You see the hate on Terrence Crawford, which is, we already know it's never ending. But we're going to kick this off with the whole situation that's going down with AB. Um, it's viral. You probably already seen it. AB was in Cam and Mace's show, and he kept trying to flirt, with the co-host, with the young lady. I can't remember her name. And, Camron gave him a few warnings, like, yo, bro, chill out. Her boyfriend is here and all that, fam. What's up? But AB, he wasn't having it. He was, a little bit, I don't know, I don't know if he was under the influence or he was coming off of the influence, but he wasn't in good shape. He just kept going up until Cam had to ask him to leave. Salute to Camron for still giving him his money. Like, bro, you violating. I'm gonna give you your paper. You give you your money. So I think that was a smart thing to do. Number one, he was there. You asked him to leave. And number two, I think you avoid a misunderstanding with a situation. When you say, here's your money, you're avoiding, oh, you made me come here, you didn't pay me, but, you're avoiding any type of situation. So I think paying him was the right thing. Give him his money and get him out of there. Now, I will say, AB, I can't really cut him no slack, man. Like, bro, if you twisted, if you was drinking, if you was doing whatever you was doing, don't go to that show, bro. I know they're gonna pay you. Work something out. Tell them, yo, pay me up front. Pay me half up front. I'm gonna come tomorrow. Do something. But, come on, bro. How? Because AB, he not an 18, 19-year-old kid. He been around the block. You twisted or whatever's going on, So, damn, man. It's like AB can't get himself out of a situation, man. We keep being reminded that this guy was super, super talented, and the trajectory. What, man? Some people used to call AB the next Floyd. Some people used to call AB the next Floyd Mayweather. And man, it's like he's at a point where it's one after the other. Oh, this happened to AB. That happened to AB. This other situation. Come on, AB. And I'll tell you what. I was saying this privately to somebody. AB doesn't have someone in the team to say, nah, bro, you wilding out. You can't do that. Like, I'll give you an example. If I was rocking with him and he's supposed to go to that show, I would at least tell him, if you're gonna go, you're gonna go. But I would at least tell him, yo, AB, you want it. How you gonna go to the show like that? You twisted. You're gonna act a fool over there. I at least told him. I don't know if he got somebody that told him that, but in the state of mind that he was in, he should have never gone on that show. Like, I'm gonna put it to you like this: there's multiple layers that should have prevented AB to not make the show. Or there should be multiple layers. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. The number one layer, the people with him. If you're in the hotel or you anywhere and y'all going to the show and he lit, or he just waking up, or he about to pass out because he been up all night, whatever it is, the first layer should be somebody in the team. Like, yo, you messed up in the game, bro. Let's reschedule. Let's do something. But you're not in a state of mind to go over there. That's the first layer. Then there's the second layer. When he went to the show, obviously he had to meet up with Salute Jump Pound. Obviously he had to meet up with producers. He had to meet up with somebody. They didn't just throw him on there, right? They didn't just say, here, go in the studio and start yapping away. He sat down with somebody. And he was like, yo, this is what we're going to do. This is where you're going to sit down. We're going to put the microphone, set everything up. You telling me that nobody during that process, he was acting perfectly normal? Of course not. During that process, I guarantee you, he was acting a fool. Smiling at the ladies, saying little inappropriate shit. So that's a layer that he bypassed somehow. Somebody should have been like, yo, this guy's twisted up. Let's not put him in the studio like that. There was nobody there. And now you let him go and act a fool. So AB, man, again, he just seems to go from one situation to the next. Just the other day he was talking about now he's gonna be serious. He's gonna fight X amount of times in the next few years, and that's why I said, man, I don't buy anything AB say. I don't even buy it at this point, bro. I gotta see it, and it bothers me because Adrien Broner, if you really think about his prime before he started, with the goofballery, Adrien Broner was one of the hottest fighters out. Like, if you're old enough to where you were following him or you were watching his fights, this guy can fight. AB can fight, bro. But damn, his personal life, man. His personal life being, the way that he is, most of his prime, he lost it, man. To inactivity, to not training, to love more Hinduism, AB alcoholic beverage. Yeah, I don't know what he was on, man, but whatever it was, he should not have made it onto that studio with Camron. He should not. Somebody, whether it's his team or whether it's production from the show, somebody should have said, nah, man, this dude twisted up. Stop it. He twisted. Go home, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it another day. Or here's half of the money and come back tomorrow and we're going to do it. You twisted up, bro. John Parham. Now AB stands for another bum. Damn, yo. And I'm going to tell you what. AB's that guy that he got fans, he got haters, but people love to hate him because he's such a character. If you think about it, he's a likable person. He just be wilding out, be a likable dude. So it's like even the people who don't like him be watching him. So because he's a likable guy, you rooting for him. You want to see him win. And it's like you have that little bit of hope. Like, damn, maybe he is gonna get his shit together, but damn, every time he does it again, it's like AB's already in his mid-30s. What can we expect from him at this point? As a fighter. With Don King, like, I don't even know why he signed with Don King in the first place, but that situation, more inactivity, I don't know, man. I don't know. AB is going to be that story of what could have been or what should have been. Because just think about the fact that this guy was on top of the world and signed to Money Mayweather. Think about it. AB was slated to be the next guy to take over after Floyd. He was supposed to be that guy. Just do boxing. Prayers for AB. Man, amen, my brother. Amen, my brother. Because with the level of talent that AB has, and you know what? Even if in the ring he's not able to go back to the best shape that he can, but at least as a person, AB can still make things happen for himself. If he could just get it turned around, because you have to consider the fact that Mike Tyson went through a lot and has been through a lot. Of course, you know, he accomplished certain things and reached a certain level of superstardom. But AB was a star and is a star. He's a star. So Mike Tyson, I would say, he was able to turn it around not only by keeping himself clean and healthy and all that stuff, but by starting to invest, starting to get into acting, get into the cannabis business, get into, because he's a brand, and he started leveraging that. And you saw it, and he's a successful businessman today. So I think AB, he's a brand and he can leverage it. But if you're getting in trouble every day, not every day, that's an exaggeration, but if you're getting in trouble, it's hard because that diminishes you as a brand. Just do boxing. He should have never fought at 147 after he fought Paulie. I think that it's hard to say, man, because the thing is that AB, he had a body on him. He was athletic enough to make weight, but I think it was going to be the inevitable that he was going to have to move up. I think he was going to have to. John Parra, one thing for sure, I never missed any of his fights. Come on, bro. When AB, when AB fight, yo, AB could be fighting a nobody that we never heard of, and we still watching it. He fought a couple of fights, guys that we don't know, and we still watched. AB is a brand, but you have to be able to leverage it, which is what Mike Tyson has been able to do successfully. And listen, AB just needs the right to have a team around him that's gonna say this is what you're gonna do. Period. Point blank. He's gotta put himself through something where he don't have control of where he goes and what he do. He can't have control because AB's the guy who goes somewhere and is supposed to be there for a meeting, and before the meeting he trying to get drunk, or before the meeting he trying to go to a party, or meet some hoes. So he just need a team, and he just needs somebody. And I wish I could be there. I'd be like, yo, AB, shut the hell up, and we go into the hotel. We ain't seen nobody. You ain't seen no cam, son. Forget it. And I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody like AB needs some coaching. Why? Because some coaching, and this is what I do for a living. Some coaching would help him know and understand how to read the room. Clearly, he don't know how to read the room because he's sitting there trying to tell a girl over and over how beautiful she is and all this, and she's awkwardly, uncomfortably smiling because her boyfriend is right there, and AB just wasn't there to understand. Yo, I'm wilding out. He didn't even realize it. You're not reading the room. So with a little bit of coaching, he would have stepped in there, and in his mind, he would have thought, "Damn, she fine." But those words would never have come out of his mouth because he would have read the room and said, "Damn, I can't say that right now." Maybe he would have tried to wink an eye or make a funny comment towards the end. But what he was doing, he wasn't reading the room. He was just, going with it, going with his feelings. And if he was, let's say he been up all night or been up 2 nights in a row, and it's about to pass out, and shows up over there, out of his senses. So again, if he not in his right state of mind, number one, there should have been someone in his team to say, "Bro, let's not do it today. You're gonna make a fool out of yourself. Let's go back to the hotel. Let's leave it for tomorrow." And call Cam and tell him, "Yo, Cam, we ran into a situation. We can't make it." That's it. Leave it for tomorrow. But your whole team let you show up over there like that. Your team failed you. AB, whoever you was with when y'all went over there, they failed you, bro. Or they try to tell you, "Don't do it, don't do it," and you didn't listen. And then the producers of the show or whoever met up with you, they failed Cam. Cause they should have been like, "Yo, I just met up with this dude pre-production and he out of it. He gonna go in that studio and make a fool out of himself." But they didn't do that. I bet you in pre-production he was over there smiling, joking, saying crazy stuff, and they was just laughing at it and let him go up. They should have stopped him, bro. Nobody stopped it from happening. Now AB's out there looking like a goofball. Hopefully, man, hopefully AB can get the help that he needs, man. He's a good dude. Like, that's why he's so likable, and that's why he's the star that he is. He's a good dude with a good personality. He just likes to have a little bit too much fun. John Parham, his circle was full of leeches and people that just wanted to see the fame. Go get facts for sure. Listen, man, he needs somebody. He needs somebody that's really gonna help him out. That's really gonna guide him and say, "Nah, AB, look, we can't do this. Yes, AB, let's do that." He needs that badly because obviously he's not in a position to make his own decisions, and this happens. You need somebody. You need, first of all, he need a life coach. I don't know if they tried to get him. Then he needs just to stay away from the whole team and just build from zero. Look, I'm gonna give you guys the recipe. I'm gonna give you guys the recipe how AB can go back to being a competitive boxer. And I don't know if he'll win a title, but climb himself back up to a title shot with exceptional performances. I'm gonna tell you how he can achieve that. So the number one step for AB to achieve that, to go back to being an elite level boxer and a danger in the division and all that. The number one step that he's gonna do in this program is that he's gonna move to a state where he's never been to and he doesn't know anybody. He doesn't have no friends, he don't got nobody over there. He's gonna move, I don't know, South Dakota, Kentucky, I don't know, where he never been to. But that's gonna be the first step. The second step, he's gonna have uh, a team, and they're gonna be his base of support. And when I say his base of support, within that team, somebody's going to pick his meals, where he's gonna eat. Somebody's going to pick. He's gonna have a nutritionist that's gonna decide what you're gonna eat. They're also gonna decide where he goes and where he doesn't. No partying, no drinking, no drugs. You're confined to this place with this team of people that's gonna focus on you being right, on you eating healthy every day, on you staying clean, on you being coached, and literally being put in a classroom and taught. why the life that you're living is keeps bringing you downhill. And part of that lesson that somebody like Crawford, like I said Crawford because I read right there. Part of that lesson that AB has to learn is that you cannot truly change your life with one foot in the hood and the other foot outside of it. Like, yeah, I'm out already, but I got one foot inside though. Yeah, I'm already over here, but I still play CeeLo with the boys. I'm still. You can't do that. Once you've already been a habitual offender like AB, been on drugs, been an alcoholic, been arrested, you can't keep one foot in, one foot out. What is going to happen is that eventually that foot that you have in is gonna pull you all the way in. And both your feet and your whole body's gonna be back in. Can't do it. So AB need a whole team of people for him alone to help him get straight. You know why? Because if you could get him out that environment and put him around the right circle and have him see a different point of view of life, a different perspective, you can actually rewire him to start really focusing on boxing, really focusing on his athleticism. That can happen, but the odds are against it if he's around the wrong people. Why? Because, like, let me give you an example. If you're an alcoholic and you're trying to quit drinking alcohol, if you're hanging out with alcoholics, you're never gonna quit, ever, ever. Why? Because they're always gonna be drinking and you're always gonna be drinking with them. And even if you quit, but you're still hanging around them, eventually somebody's gonna be drunk and pass you a drink and you're gonna take it. It's just a matter of time. So the only way that you can stop being an alcoholic is if you stop hanging out with alcoholics. If you don't hang out with them no more, guess what? You can have your little drink in Christmas. And then in your birthday, you can have your little drink. And for the Super Bowl, let me have me a drink. But as long as you're hanging out with them, you're going to be a full blown alcoholic. You're not going to be able to drink socially, casually. That's not the question. So, whatever it is, whatever lifestyle that you're living that got you making crazy mistakes, the only way that you really change is by moving away from all them people that live that lifestyle. All them people that you've been calling your family and your brother and your whatever the hell you call them, where they was at when you was going over there twisted at your dome piece. And nobody say, yo, bro, don't go, you out. Nobody stopped them. Like, I'll give you an example. If it was me and three other dudes going with him over there, I'd be like, yo, let's grab this nigga. Yo, we grab it now. You want it. You want it. You can't go over there like that. But again, AB somebody who has that talent. And even though the odds are against it, but I always have that hope, man, that he's gonna be able to turn it around and get one last big bag that he's really gonna be able to retire and not have to worry about money. There's always that hope, but that doesn't happen if AB doesn't change as a person. You see, the other day he was like, "That's it. I'm gonna take boxing serious, and I'm gonna do these 3 or 4 fights, whatever it is, and I'm gonna take it serious." Guess what? That was 100% cap. And when he said it, maybe he actually meant it, but you ain't gonna do shit with the lifestyle that you live. That's what you wanna do. You might wanna do it, but the work that it takes for you to actually do it, AB ain't putting it in. Not putting it in, man. I don't know where that situation is heading. Jay is in the house. Hello, Jay Smith. I'm here. Let's go. My boy. JJ, what's the deal, my bro? What you think about the whole AB situation, man? Huh? What you think about, you know, the way this whole AB saga is playing out. And did you guys, by the way, notice the hate narrative on Terrence Crawford? Did you guys notice that? Like, this guy got the one of the biggest wins in boxing history. And there's already people with fake narratives. Once again, fake narratives. I'm not even going to repeat some of them. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to repeat any of them. Because I'm not going to spread fake narratives. But that's so you can see very few people who told me that Canelo was going to knock out Crawford then showed up and said, yo, Jay, Crawford's a great fighter. That's it. You're right. Or not necessarily that I'm right, that he's a great fighter. Jay, you're right. Terrence Crawford's a great fighter. That's it. Like, how could you try to bypass that at this point with the accomplishments? And there's still people looking for a way to say that Terrence Crawford's not a great fighter. Wow. John Parham. Why people making fake narratives? When Canelo said he lost fair and square. That's what I don't understand. Like, Canelo's telling us, yo, this guy was simply better. I did my best. I just do it. That's it. He took that out gracefully. And then his fans making up fake narratives. That's crazy. Love more Hinduism. AB versus Ryan, call it a career. I don't know. I don't know if that fight will happen. You know, Ryan Garcia, he's a big star. And I don't see why he would climb the ring with AB, to be honest. They could do it maybe, but I don't know. JJ's in the house. All I have been hearing over here is that Canelo sold out, and they said that Canelo was drugged up. That's why he was slow. Oh man, these people are hilarious, man. Go get the money. Yeah, exactly. People tripping. They just couldn't handle our laws, bro. Just couldn't handle it. That's what happened. I, and you remember, bro, I told you people was gonna be shell shocked. When you shell shocked, you say the craziest thing, but they make sense in your head because you shell shocked. Go get the money. Canelo took his L like a man. Eddie setback thought he won. Yeah, but Eddie setback, well, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? No comment. Salute to Ellie. He grinding out there. But again, my peoples, it's a situation that is real sad. I really hope to see. And you know what? It bothers me to see people celebrating. It bothers me to see people celebrating. You know, when stuff like that happens with AB. Go get the money. I said Ellie Sekbum. Jay is in there. Say the truth about Ellie J. Smith. I'm saying I didn't. I said the truth. He grinding out there. He working hard. Love more Hinduism. What the F Ellie was looking at. Ellie, you know, he got his perspective. He supports Tank Davis fighting an exhibition over Lamont Road show. There you go. Everybody's gonna have their point of view, my peoples, and you gotta respect it. John Parham, love more. Ryan will make AB go from alcohol to fentanyl. I don't think AB is trying to get. I mean, look, AB's a guy who he's about that smoke. He'll fight Ryan Garcia, and I'm sure Ryan would take that fight if he, if he wanted to. It's not like he's scared of AB. It's just, eh, think about it. When is the last time that Broner had a significant fight, a fight that was meaningful in any way. It's been a long time. Look, if Adrien Broner didn't reach the kind of star power he did, he would be super, super, super irrelevant. Like nobody would even talk about him ever. But because of the character that he is, because of what he accomplished too, remember he's a multi-division champion. All these things, that's the reason why he's still relevant. He just don't have the team to capitalize on his brand. All these years that Adrien Broner hasn't been in a big fight, a championship fight, and he's still super relevant in boxing. That tells you the type of star that he is. JJ Sendejas. I want to see Robert Garcia look Eli in the eye and ask him who fucking won the fight. John Pound. I want Ryan and Cobb. The conference will go crazy. Listen, I like Ryan Garcia and Blair Cobb, but I also like Ryan Garcia and Conor Ben. Remember they had that interaction? I like that. Um, well, I don't know if Conor Ben will fight again, will ever fight at 147. But I think Conor versus Ryan Garcia is a good fight. It's an interesting fight. Love more Hinduism. Cobb Ryan will be good. That's a good fight, man. That's a real good fight. Plus, Blair Cobb is the guy who beat AB. He beat him. Beat him. Beat him up. Damn, and y'all remember the way Blair Cobb dropped AB? Had away his arm like this in the floor, looking goofy and all that. Blair Cobb did him in. Damn, AB. And I tell you what, man, in his prime, AB would have put the Swiss, the Dre, and the Apple Beats on Blair Cobb. But I'm talking about AB 9 years ago. Would have put the Swiss beats on Blair Cobb. But 2023, 2024 AB out there to get beat up these days. John Pound had his tooth flying. Damn, bro. Why you had to remind people that? Damn, John Pound. Don't do it like that to AB. Love more Hinduism. Crawford versus Shiraz. Let's see. Let's see what's next for Terence Crawford after, one of the biggest wins in boxing history. People don't want to give him some. It's only some people that don't want to give him his credit. Those who saw what happened and understand what happened, they're like, that's it, man. This guy is without a doubt the greatest fighter of this era. This is the Terence Crawford era, but he's an all-time great and very high on the list. I got him in the top 10. John Pound, that would be very interesting. Yo, Crawford versus Shiraz. That's an interesting fight. That's an interesting fight. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Crawford is not going to. He's not going to be forced into fighting someone he doesn't want to fight. Why do I say this? Hamza Shiraz is not a champion. Terence Crawford is 38 years old. Did he turn 39 or he turned 38? I think 38. He don't have too many fights left in his career. I would say maybe two, no more than three. Maybe two, no more than three. So if Terence Crawford decides, I want to move down and fight a world champion, because you got to remember, he also floated the idea, that was a while back, but he floated the idea of going to 154, fighting it. And now he said that he's staying at 168, or he floated that idea. So we really don't know where he's going. What I will say, with what he's accomplished at 42 wins and 0 losses, at 38 years old, Terrence Crawford deserved the right to choose who he want to fight. And he will not be pressured into fighting. You know, if he want to fight for a title, and they're like, no, you got to fight Shiraz, Crawford will be like, nah, family, I'm not fighting him. Tell him to go grab a title, and then maybe we could talk. I'm not saying that's what he's going to do. But all I'm saying is that Crawford is going to fight whoever he wants to fight. He's not going to be, controlled or bullied into fighting Shiraz or anyone else for that matter. So, my people, who would be your favorite opponent for Terrence Crawford? Honestly, I haven't looked that far ahead. I know a lot of people picking opponents for him, especially those who say he was going to get knocked out by Canelo. um, for a next opponent, man, I'm not sure. John Parham. I don't see them paying Bud over 75 million for some strange reason. I mean, listen, even if they pay him 75 million, that's generational wealth. Even if they pay him 50, bro. John Parham, Canelo has two fights on the table still, right? I think that they did say that. I think Turkey confirmed it or Canelo confirmed it. I saw somewhere. Go get the money. His next opponent is to spend time with his next. Oh, damn, you confused me with that. His next opponent is to spend time with his kids. He have nothing to prove. There you go, man. That's why I said that he will not be bullied into fighting somebody that he's not interested in. At this point, he's trying to fight, great fighters. He's trying to, not just big names, big paydays, and historical kind of stuff. Come on. You're not gonna push him to fight somebody that is not a world champion if he doesn't want. Now, if he chooses to, he might say he wants to. He might decide to fight. So let's get it. But remember, just remember that they could say, "Yo, let's make a fight happen." Because the idea was floated around about Benavidez going back down from 175 to 168. But will that happen? I doubt it. After Benavidez already fought at 175, I don't think so. I don't think Benavidez could make 168 anymore. Now he says he can, but will Crawford give him a shot? That's the other thing. Because like I told you, my peoples, and I promise you this, Terrence Crawford cannot be forced into fighting somebody he don't want to fight, somebody he don't care to fight. Okay? He's gonna fight who he wants to fight, when he wants to fight. So we have to see how that plays out. Um, damn, my people, that whole situation with AB, man. Let's see where this whole saga is gonna end. But it's like I told you guys earlier, Adrien Broner got to change his life around. And you're not gonna change your life around hanging out with the same crowd, partying with the same crowd, doing the same things. You're not gonna be able to change your life around, bro. Somebody gotta let AB know. You gotta change your whole environment, your whole surroundings, and start from scratch. And you could be that elite level boxer once again, but you're not gonna accomplish it like this, man. Getting in trouble, doing crazy stuff on camera, goofballery that only affect your image and your brand. Come on, my peoples. Brady, who do you feel should be Crawford's next opponent? I say it can be the Canelo rematch because Canelo may exercise that rematch clause. But if it's not Canelo, an opponent that I would like to see is Jermell Charlo. Matter of fact, even Jamal Charlo, because Jamal is a 168 pounder. But I'd like to see Jermell Charlo, because his last fight was, oh, did he already fought? Oh, yeah, he already fought once. But he already fought at 168, Canelo Alvarez, right? So Jermell Charlo already been at that division. But the fact that there's history between Crawford and Mel, remember Crawford after pummeling Arrow, what he did, climb the ropes and hollered, like, what's good? So I think there's been that little friction between Crawford and Mel Charlo. They've gone back and forth on social media. That's a good fight. I'd like to see it. John Parham, AB need to rent a room from Jay Smith. John Parham, yo, man, listen, I will sit AB down, I control his ass. Like, no, you ain't doing none of that shit. John Parham, Charlo will get cooked in my opinion. I think Crawford beats Charlo. I think he beats him, but it's a competitive fight. It's a competitive fight for sure. John Parham, I think Canelo definitely would test Bud again. Yeah, I don't know, bro. If Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford fight again, I think the beating might be worse because now Crawford is gonna start pummeling away earlier than he did. Remember, it was more of a control schooling for the first half of the fight. He really started battering him after that, after the midway point. Love more Hinduism. AB can't go to doctor. He'll probably go party more. That's the problem, man. That lifestyle is the reason why he get in trouble all the time. Brady, I ain't know if I'd be that interested in the rematch. Crawford lying too good. I mean, look, the way that Crawford dominated this fight, there's no need for a rematch. There's no need. So I don't know if Canelo's gonna exercise that rematch, but I believe he already knows I can't beat this guy. If he take the rematch, it's gonna be because there's a lot of money on the table, and it's like, let's get it, let's get this money. But I think he knows coming out of that fight that Terence Crawford is just a better boxer. And by the way, he looked defeated. Canelo looked defeated when he was talking about it. You know, my body just wouldn't go, and I tried. I gave it like you. You could see, like, yeah, you accepted your fate. This guy's better than you. JJ's in there. Hit the like button, everyone. Let's go. Don't duck. Damn, my people, y'all gonna duck that like button like Tank Davis ducked Lamar Roach? John Parham. Will Buck call out Benavidez just to make a statement since he's not getting his respect? I don't think he's gonna call out Benavidez because he is getting his respect. He's only not getting his respect from the same people that have never given it to him and will never give it to him no matter what. Like the people who don't respect Crawford at this point, yo, he could fight Benavidez and knock him out, and he's not getting his respect. They're gonna say that he was on drugs. They're gonna say that Benavidez was not the same. That it was scripted. That's it. So he can't fight Benavidez and get credit from those people. Their mind is already made up to find an angle to always discredit everything and anything Crawford does. The Hydro Brian. What's good, my guy? My peoples, Jay Smith, John JJ, the Hydro Brian in the building. Salute, my brother. Bam. So, the Hydro Brian, what do you think about the situation with Adrien Broner? AB, man, damn, let us down, let himself down, let his peoples down. Come on. JJ's in the house. Take KJ Smith and the box and the family. I'm going to my birthday dinner. Woo! Damn, it's a birthday weekend, a birthday Monday. It's a whole birthday week out there. My brother, salute, enjoy it. John Parham, Hydra, salute. Yeah, my people. AB, man, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with AB, bro. This guy could have went a lot further and could have accomplished a lot more. But that's the way the cookie crumble, right? Shy guy, AB, man. We could just hope. We could just hope Somehow AB find a way, man. Somebody around him. That somebody put him in the right team with the right people, and they just control his actions. Control that he's not in these situations where he's gonna be, you know, behaving like a golf ball. Come on, bro. It was how many? Wasn't it like a few weeks ago that AB was like, "Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna focus on boxing. I'm gonna fight these 3 fights, and I'm gonna." Oh, qué lío, AB. I don't know what to tell you, my baby. Crazy work. JJ's in the house. My wife said I can celebrate all the month of September. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's only the 16th. You got a whole half a month. Enjoy it, my brother. Not a birthday weekend, not a birthday week, a birthday month for JJ's in there. I said, enjoy it, my brother. And yo, salute to your wife too, man. Golly. All wives should do this. Protect your wife at all costs. John Parham, JJ, make her do something different. Jeffrey Blackman, I love Charlie. That's awesome. That's great for you. And I love blocking people. Bam. John Parham, AB, he acted out, bro. Damn, yo, AB, I don't know what he was talking about. I don't know what he was talking. Like, what is you doing? That's what I told you. Adrien Broner, besides laying off of the alcohol and drugs and whatever else he was on, AB need a coach to teach him how to handle himself in these situations. So he cut the goofballery out, bro. Cut it out, AB. The hydro grind, that's usual. But you put me in context. What happened? The hydro grind, you got me confused. What do you mean, my brother? Where we at? But yo, put me in context. What happened? JJ's in the house. She said she thanks for the shout out, Jay Smith. Oh, no doubt. Protect her at all costs. Man, we don't get appreciated enough. We need a birthday month. That's it. I'm not gonna be happy with a birthday day, a birthday weekend, a birthday week. Nah, that's weak. Matter of fact, yo, when my birthday come up, I'ma tell my wife. JJ said that her wife said he could have a whole month for the birthday. I'ma need that too. My peoples, come on, man. AB gotta get it together. AB, let's pray for him. Let's hope that he somehow find a way, man. That somebody that he finds a way to get a team around him that's gonna get him right. Get him right. The Hydro Grind. John said AB acted up. So I said, as usual. Oh, okay. But what did he do now? Put me in context. Okay, I got you, the Hydro Grind. So Adrien Broner got kicked out of Camron and Mason's show. He went to the show and they kept trying to talk boxing, but he kept trying to flirt with the girl that's on the show. They co-host. I can't remember her name. And he kept telling her, you so beautiful, you so beautiful. And Camron was like, bro, her boyfriend's right there. You violated, bro. Chill out. He was I. He would say I, and then go right back to it. Like, yo, what's up, shorty? Damn, you look good. You so pretty. Yo, bro, calm down. So it's like he was acting like basically AB was behaving like that's a girl, that's her man, but I'm this superstar that I don't give a damn. She gonna come out. She gonna get out of here with me anyways. Like he was behaving like that. Like that's the attitude that he was in. But he looked like he could be drunk or high or up all night for a couple of nights in a row and just coming down like just trying to come back to life type of shit. You could see that he wasn't in all his senses. The hydro grind, that's disrespectful, bro. Cameron had to tell him, bro, you violated. I'm gonna need you to leave, bro. You're gonna have to leave. And but Cameron, salute to Cameron. What he did was smart. He went up to him. He told him, yo, I'm gonna give you your money though. So you don't have to waste your time. You don't waste your time. It's all good. No beef. No pro. He didn't say no beef, but he like no problem. I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna pay you money. right there he went to him, he paid him, but he was like, but you gotta go. And then AB was like, yo, I'm not gonna do it again. Like, nah, you gotta go, bro. I said, you violated. Told you already multiple times, boyfriend. Like, it's a situation. So, damn, yo, he went to the show, got himself kicked out. And Camron and Mace and even the girl, she handled it with grace. Because she could have been like, yo, my people, this dude wilding out. But she didn't do that. She just kept laughing like awkwardly, like, damn, this dude crazy, man. The Hydro Grind, glad they kicked him out. They had to do it. Damn drunk. But a few weeks ago, he said he was preparing to come back. So much wasted talent. I was just saying that, bro. A few weeks ago, he was talking about that he wants to do 3 or 4 more fights, or I think 3 or 4 more years. I don't remember that he's gonna focus in boxing, get it together. That's what I was telling you, my peoples. AB, he wants to change his life around, but he think that he can have 1 foot in the door, 1 foot in the hood, and another foot outside. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't do that. Can't. If you do that, that foot that you have in the hood is gonna suck you back in, and you're gonna end up with the booth ballery. My plan that I will put together for AB, Armor G, salute my brother. My plan that I will put together for AB, I would move him to a state where he don't got no friends, where he don't got no family, where he don't got nobody. And then to that state, I will fly out a team of 5 people with him. A nutritionist that's gonna decide everything that he's gonna eat. This is what you're gonna eat every day. Your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. You're gonna get a nutritionist. He's gonna be confined. A nice big house with a swimming pool, with a gym, with everything he likes. But he can't go outside. Why? Because there ain't gonna be no partying, there ain't gonna be no drinking, there ain't gonna be no smoking, there ain't gonna be no drugs, there ain't gonna be no women. He's just gonna be healthy eating, working out, a therapist, getting him right in his head, and just people just keeping him safe, keeping him focused. A motivational speaker, keeping him going, reminding him the elite level talent that he was. You put a team around AB, and within a year, they could rewire his whole brain to go back to thinking like he used to before he made it. They could rewire his whole shit to be that guy that was still hungry, that was still trying to make it, that was still trying to prove himself. And if they make that happen, now you don't gotta monitor him as hard because he himself won't want to drink. He himself won't want to get twisted. But the lifestyle that he living, he ain't going no. He's gonna keep doing the same shit. John Parham, Cam, and Mace, solid as. Come on, bro. They did what they were supposed to do because obviously they co-host was in an uncomfortable situation, and they could have played it off on some goofy shit. Laugh it off, and just keep joking with AB. Cam was like, "Nah, you gotta get out of here, bro." The Hydro Grind, they should have done that years ago. Continental confinement treatment focus, but now at 36, it's just sad to see so much talent wasted. Now, bro, listen. Right now, you take Adrien Broner and you put him in confinement for a whole year, getting his mind right and getting his body right. And at 37 years old, he could come out, have 2 good fights, 2 spectacular wins, and at 38 years old, he's fighting for a world title and millions of dollars. Like if you got the investment to put that money into Broner, they could literally rewire him to be the old Broner once again. Because what goes against him also goes in his favor. You see all that inactivity that Broner has had, that's against him, right? Because of the ring rust. But it's also in his favor because he don't got a lot of mileage. He hasn't taken a lot of damage. He hasn't taken a lot of punishment. So he takes a fight, takes some punches, and then mad inactivity. That's also good for your body. It's not good for for your activity, for for you to stay sharp. But his body, yeah, he good. He could train and get in great shape. But you gotta invest a lot of money to get AB to go back to that version who wasn't just focused on getting twisted and party. That's already become his lifestyle. Javier Adam Mondragon. Hey yo, I'm crying, Jay Smith. Bam! Are you crying over Canelo Alvarez? Don't tell me you're crying over Canelo Alvarez, man. Damn, you could have just, at least you didn't come up with excuses. I try to tell you, bro. I've been saying it for 3 months. Canelo Alvarez is not a big dude. He was not going to dominate Terrence Crawford. He was not. I've been trying to tell people, the whole narrative of how, Canelo Alvarez was so much bigger and so much stronger. I spent 3 months debunking it. 3 months I spent trying to tell people, yo, this is how it's gonna go. And I'm gonna tell you something, brother. I'm gonna tell you something, my brother. Javier, I'm crying, Jay Smith. Yeah, man, I doubt you. So let me say something, my brother. It's okay to doubt me because I'm going for the underdog, and I'm saying that he's gonna make it look easy against Canelo Alvarez. So it's okay to doubt me, and especially if you don't know me, you don't know that I do it all the time, bro. That's why Jay Stradam is like, I literally do it all the time. Eventually, you'll find out. But my point is, I already did a video, which I'm editing, and I'm gonna post for you guys, and it's called "The Anatomy of a Prediction." And in that video, I'm giving you guys a breakdown of what went into my prediction or into me saying that Terrence Crawford was going to win by unanimous decision and even make it look easy against Canelo. And trust me, Javier, that prediction has absolutely nothing to do with Crawford being one of my favorite fighters or with me being a Canelo hater, which I'm not. There's a lot of little factors that went into that prediction. So it's okay to doubt. It's okay to doubt what I was saying because, there's a lot of factors that went into your opinion as well. The fact that Canelo's the bigger guy, the fact that he's the one at 168, Terrence Crawford's the guy moving up 2 divisions. Charlo had moved up 2 divisions and got battered. Um, Khan also moved up 2 divisions. He got pummeled. So it's understandable to say, wait a minute, this guy's jumping up 2 divisions. The same thing is going to happen to him. But that was that was far from my thought process when making a prediction for this fight. I wasn't thinking at all. In fact, you may recall that I had said, yo, it's not going to boil down to size. Evangelista Crawford is a great fighter, but he's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. But if we could have one either way, before it's all said and done, Terrence Crawford will get defeated as well. I mean, we don't know that. You see, you're making an assumption. But I'll ask you the magic question: who have you seen that you feel is better than Crawford? Who do you think is better? Javier, I always thought Crawford would beat Errol bad. He's a hell of a fighter. Just thought. the weight would be too much. The Hydro Grind, defeated by who, Evangelista? Um, Look, man, I actually predicted that Terrence Crawford was going to stop him. And I'm talking about Errol Spence in the eighth or the ninth round. That video is actually up. I made that, just like this one, I made that prediction over and over. In fact, I used to tell people that this whole lead up to this fight, I was feeling deja vu. I was on that deja vu mode. Why? Because the same exact narrative is what went around this fight. The too big, too strong, Crawford is too small. He's not gonna be able to handle the power. It was like exactly the same thing. So I was like, damn, it looks like we're headed for the same situation again. Where Crawford is gonna be the underdog. I'm trying to tell everybody he's gonna win this fight and he's gonna shock everybody. You know, what so many people are not expecting, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Matt, you could see Crawford was in prime shape. Came out circling the ring confident. He makes great boxers look average. He is that great. There's no getting around it. This is Terrence Crawford's era. There is no getting around it. He is that great. Make it look easy. Made it look easy against Errol. Now made it look easy against Canelo. That's it. Like you can't deny his greatness. Can't can't deny his greatness. Where when in this era there isn't anyone who has accomplished what he's accomplished, and there isn't anyone who's taken that type of fight. Evangelista, the only reason why Terrence Crawford number one is because, of course, he was better boxer. Canelo has problem with boxer that we all understood and knew. I give him credit. Will Crawford do what he had to do to win? And that was box Canelo. Would not engage with him because that would. I don't understand what you mean. What that he would not engage with him. He engaged with Canelo a bunch of times throughout the fight. That's why Canelo face ended up swole up. Did you see round number nine when he stood in the ring? Pow, 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 he's punching him in the face. Oh, he engaged. You feel like he didn't engage. Look, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Evangelista. You feel that he didn't engage because you're rooting for Canelo, right? You're saying, yo, Canelo's gonna knock him out. Canelo's too big. Canelo's too strong. So now, when Crawford is winning the fight, you want him to stay in front of Canelo the whole time, and you want Canelo to catch him. You're waiting for that. That never happens. So now you're like, oh, now he's running. He's running. That's why Canelo didn't catch him. But come on, that was a fight where they went back and forth throughout the whole fight, punching each other. Canelo Canelo landed a lot of punches on Crawford too, and in fact, he landed some hard shots. He just couldn't knock him out like you thought he would, because that's the problem. If you spend 3 months saying he's gonna knock him out, he's gonna knock him out. When he doesn't knock him out, now you're gonna have to make up a whole different argument. Oh, yeah, he didn't knock him out, but it's that he was running. Matt, he may have retired Canelo. Maybe, maybe. You never know. You never know. My peoples, I'm about to get the hell out of here. But before I do, salute to everybody who jumped in tonight. Prayers for Adrien Broner. Hey Ryan, prayers for Adrien Broner, man. I hope he could get well. I hope his whole situation could get sorted out. Y'all already know what it is, man. I'm Jay Smith. So bring it upstairs. Oh, I see it. My peoples, y'all already know what it is, man. I'm Jay Smith. This is Box Center, your favorite boxers show. And yo, let's show love, give flowers to Terrence Crawford, and stop with the narrative. Just give him flowers. Let's just say he's great, and that's it. We don't need all the narratives and all the spins on it. He a great fighter. He the greatest of this era. My peoples, I'm out of here. Y'all already know what it is. Tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time, boxing for breakfast. We're gonna do what we do. I'm out of here, my peoples. Bam.